Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to the Left Brain Theme Park. My name is Carrie, and I'll be taking you on the calculus coaster today, whether you like it or not. But before we take off, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about how the coaster works. After all, it's not all fun and games. Simply speaking, roller coasters are machines that use physics to send the cars along the track. Some people hold the fallacy that coasters are run by engines. However, in actuality, the car is only pulled to the top of the first hill, where it is released, continuing along the track using gravity and inertia, but without any further mechanical assistance. When designing roller coasters, physicists and mathematicians must be aware of a couple of very important principles that are used to calculate how extreme a roller coaster can be without killing its riders. Some of these principles are position, velocity, acceleration, and jerk. Position is simply the physical location of something in relation to its starting point. Now, taking the first derivative of position would give you velocity, which is the speed of something or the position of something with respect to time. The velocity of a coaster is extremely important to coaster designers because they must be able to determine the train's maximum velocity without it going off the track. If you were to take the derivative of velocity, you would get acceleration, which is the rate at which speed is increasing, or the rate of change of velocity per unit of time. One of the main factors that makes roller coasters so exhilarating is its acceleration. Most of the thrill that riders get out of roller coasters comes from its ability to accelerate its passengers uphill at one moment, then downhill at another moment. A rider would detect this acceleration as being a force on the body as the car accelerates. Now, by taking the derivative of acceleration, you would get what is called jerk or jolt. This is the rate of change of acceleration, which gets a little trickier to conceptualize. Essentially, a rider would feel jerk as the change in pressure on the body. So a rider in an accelerating car with zero jerk would feel constant pressure on the body, but a rider in an accelerating car with a positive jerk would feel an increasing pressure on the body and decreasing pressure on the body with a negative jerk. This can be applied when stopping the roller coaster. With a slowly increasing deceleration, or small jerk, passengers would only feel slight pressure. However, with a rapidly increasing deceleration, or large jerk, passengers would feel large pressure causing their heads to jerk forward, and quite possibly injuring them. So, as you can see, it is imperative that roller coaster designers completely grasp the concepts that you've all learned in calculus when designing a fun yet safe roller coaster ride. Two other important concepts I'd like to discuss before we take off are centripetal acceleration and g-force. Centripetal acceleration is the result of resistance to change in direction as an object moves in a circular path. The force created by this resistance points towards the center of the circle, and a rider would feel this force as something pushing them to the outer edge of a car. This force is what prevents passengers from falling out of their seats. Centripetal acceleration can be expressed as velocity squared over the radius of a circular path. Now, g-force, or gravitational force, is another element that adds to the amusement of a roller coaster. Negative gravitational force can act to produce a feeling of weightlessness and cause riders to even come out of their seats, also known as the butterfly effect. This occurs when you accelerate downwards faster than the rate of free fall. Roller coaster designers must be careful when designing courses that produce this effect because anything too steep would injure its passengers. Now that you've learned the calculus and physics principles behind a roller coaster ride, I think it's due time to ride the calculus coaster. So buckle up Enjoy the ride and have a fabulous day.